week 2. Any flashcard trials and games that are used throughout this week can be accessed by going to Phonics Play. During lockdown, Phonics Play can be accessed using the following: username Jan21, password home. Some of the games used can also be accessed by googling Odd and Bob Phonics, as there are more games on the Phonics Bloom site which this will lead to. When doing flashcard trials, you will be looking at either phase 3 or 4. Obviously, games that are used throughout the week will be focusing on phase 5 and on the sound we are covering that day. Monday. Go to Phonics Play and look for the Rocket Rescue game. You need to repair the broken rocket by correctly spelling 10 words. You are looking at phase 4 words, so they will be using the phonemes shown on screen now. Pause the video here to look at that game. Today we are looking at the digraph OY for the OI phoneme, as in boy. I want you to practice writing O, Y precursively. Try writing it in the air and then on your whiteboard or paper, saying oi as you write. O, Y, oi. We're going to start today by adding sound buttons to the words on screen and then reading them. Pause the video here to write out the words and add in your sound buttons. Let's try the words together. B, oi, boy. F, oi, floy. N, ch, oi, enjoy. D, s, p, oi, disploy. E, g, oi, employ. A, oi, annoy. Sk, oi, scroy. E, p, oi, employ. Which are real words and which are nonsense? Floy is a nonsense word. Boy is a real word. You know, a boy is the opposite to a girl. Enjoy is a real word. We may enjoy doing something. Disploy is a nonsense word. Employ is a nonsense word. Annoy is a real word. Someone might annoy you by doing something you don't like. Scroy is a nonsense word, and employ is a real word. We employ someone means you give them a job. You can go to either Phonics Play and go on Buried Treasure, or to Odd and Bob and select the oi sound to play a game where you are again reading words using our oi phoneme, spelt oi, O-Y, and sorting into real and nonsense word. On Phonics Play, you put real words in the treasure chest and nonsense words in the recycling bin. For Odd and Bob, Pink Monster likes real words, Green Monster likes to eat fake words. Can you read the sentences on screen? Let's read them together. Can you annoy a boy? Will a royal enjoy eating an oyster? Can you find our oi words? Well done, we've got annoy, boy, royal, enjoy, and oyster. That's the end of Monday's session. Phase 5A, Week 2, Tuesday. So for today's revisit and review, I want you to look on Phonics Play at the tricky word trucks and practice tricky words for phases 2 to 4. Pause the video here whilst you do that. Our digraph today is the digraph IR for the phoneme, as in girl. I, R, I want you to practice writing it in the air and then on your whiteboard or paper. I, R, Let's add sound buttons to these words and read them. So pause here whilst you write them down and add in your sound buttons. Let's try them together. G, L, girl. T, t, twert. B, th, birth. Sk, l, skirl. T, l, twirl. B, t, bird. P, l, plurth. Sk, t, skirt. Let's decide which are real and which are nonsense. Girl is a real word. Twert is a nonsense word. Birth is a real word. Animals give birth to baby animals. Skirl is a nonsense word. Twirl is a real word. We might twirl around when we're dancing. Bird is a real word. We know that birds fly in the sky, or many birds do. Plurth is a nonsense word. And skirt is a real word. You might wear a skirt instead of trousers. Again, you can go to Phonics Play, Buried Treasure, or to Odd and Bob to practice words with the sound in, spelled IR, practicing and sorting them into real and nonsense words. Right, I want you to think. Are these yes, thumbs up, or no, thumbs down sentences? Can a girl put on a skirt that twirls? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Yes, thumbs should be up. Is it the first or the third? Again, that could be a thumbs up sentence, because we could ask that question, is it the first or the third? We could be talking about the month. As I'm recording this, it's the 12th of the month, so it's a no, thumbs down. Can you spot the IR grapheme words for the phoneme? In girl, in skirt, and in twirls, in first, and in third. Well done, that's the end of Tuesday's lesson. Phase 5A, week 2, Wednesday. For our review today, I'd like you to go to Phonics Play and onto the flashcards speed trial, looking at phase 3 sounds. Our new digraph today is UE for the U phoneme, as in Q, U, Q, U, E, U. I want you to practice air writing that and then writing it on your whiteboard saying U as you write. We're going to add sound buttons to these words and read them. So pause your video here whilst you write the words and add in your sound buttons. R-E-S-C-U, rescue. D-E-N-U, denue. St-A-T-U, statue. Sorry, this should be a digraph. St-A-T-U, statue. Argue, argue. R-M-U, armu. L-S-U, lescue. N-U, venue, G-E-N-U, genu. Sorry, I've realised I've made a mistake there. Statue, it is two phonemes, st-at-u, but it's a blend, isn't it? So my mistake. Right, let's see which of these are real and which are nonsense words. Rescue, this is a real word. We might rescue someone from danger. Denu is a nonsense word. Statue is a real word. A statue is something that we can go and see. It is like a model. Oops, sorry, a model of someone to represent someone famous. So you might see statues in Manchester city centre. Argue is a real word. We might argue with someone else. Arm you is a nonsense word. Lescue is a nonsense word. Venue is a real word. A venue is somewhere that something happens. So there might be a venue for a concert. And genu is a nonsense word. Right, I'm going to say some sentences. I want you to write the sentences and then we'll check them together. Can you argue with a statue? Can you argue with a statue? You need to queue until the bus is due. You need to queue until the bus is due. Let's check, did you get those correct? We were looking at the UE spelling of the U phoneme, as in Q and argue. Well done, that is Wednesday's lesson. Phase 5A Week 2, Thursday. Today I want you to play Tricky Word Bingo. So on your page, draw a grid that looks like this and pick 6 of the tricky words from here. Add them into your grid, and then whoever you are doing your phonics with, I want them, without looking at your page, to read out some of these words and you cross them off if you've got them on your bingo card. Our diagraph today, we're looking at UE again, but this time it's oo as in glue. So UE can make U and oo, like Q and glue. So U, E for oo today. U, E, oo. Let's match the words we have here to the pictures on screen. Let's start with this one. G, oo, glue. Which picture shows glue? Yeah, this one. T, true. Which picture do you think might mean true? Yeah, I think this tick means that something is true. Blue. Which picture shows something that is blue? Correct. We've got a blue ink splat or paint splat. Clue. Our question mark and magnifying glass so that someone's found a clue. And finally, flew. This picture here shows a flue. A flue is part of a chimney, so you can just see, I'll move it up so you can see without that writing in the way. This is a fire at the bottom of a chimney. Lots of houses have chimneys, but we don't all have real fires at the bottom anymore. But if you do, you need a flue for the smoke to go up. Right, our final thing for today, I would like you to write the sentences I say. Remember, we're looking at the UE spelling of oo. Glue the blue dot on the pot. Glue the blue dot on the pot. It's true, a clue has been found. It's true, a clue has been found. Can you spot the UE spelling of the oo phoneme? Glue, blue, true, and clue. I can also see the OU of owl that we looked at last week. Well done, that's Thursday's lesson. Phase 5A, week 2, Friday. Which graphemes have we looked at this week? We've looked at the UE spelling of oo and u. We've looked at the IR spelling of as in skirt and girl, and we've looked at the OY spelling of oi, as in boy. Boy, girl, Q, glue. So U and oo both with that same spelling. Can you spell the words I say? So these are practicing our phonemes from some from this week and some from last week. Play, play. Stray, stray. Cloud, cloud. About, about. Pie, pie. Tie, tie. Beat, beat. Meet, meet. Boy, boy. Enjoy, enjoy. Can you check the spelling of your words now? Can you read this week's tricky words? Let's try and read them together. Mrs. Looked, called, asked, Mr. They're tricky words because we can't use our phonics to read them. So think about the tricky words we've just looked at. Mrs. Looked, called, asked, Mr. Try and write them down. Now try and spell these words using our phonemes from this week, our digraphs, sorry, from this week. Boy, but oi, boy. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Rescue, rescue, rescue. And glue, glue, glue. Have you spelt them correctly? Using our oi, O-Y for oi, I-R for U-E for you, and U-E for oo. And finally, write the sentences I say. Is it Mrs. Brown's birthday today? Mr. Green called today and asked if he can help. Mr. and Mrs. Smith looked sad this morning. Check if you've got them correct. I'll just move this up so you can see without that writing in the way. Well done, that's the end of phase 5A week 2. Thank you for joining.